Chris Metzen is back, everybody. That's right, Chris Metzen. The Chris Metzen has returned to World of Warcraft as the executive creative director as a full-time position. Welcome to Crendor Talks in front of a shitty green screen. And man, when I saw this news, I was like, this is crazy. I actually made the tweet that said, this is like when your sports team, like your football team, goes 0-17, and he's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I got to come out of retirement. You know, Shadowlands, the old 0-17 Shadowlands season. He's back. He's here. Let's see what he's got to say. So, Blizzard has announced on Twitter, Chris Metzen has been promoted to Executive Creative Director for the Warcraft Universe, with more of his work to be revealed at BlizzCon 2023. Citizens of Azeroth, we are excited to share that Chris Metzen has taken on a full-time role as Executive Creative Director of the Warcraft Universe. Right now, his main focus is supporting our World of Warcraft leadership and crafting the next generation of adventures. Chris was instrumental in developing the foundation of the Warcraft Universe, and we are thrilled for him to rejoin our teams in shaping what's to come. At BlizzCon, he and the team will be sharing what we've been working on. We hope to see you there. And that's it. But that is a lot packed into a small little paragraph update. So what does this mean? A lot of people say, oh, it's only on retail. A lot of people say, okay, this means Classic Plus is happening. I personally think it's a little of both. I think he can have influence on the retail version of the game, while still helping everybody work on Classic Plus. Because I mean, Chris Metzen is really known as the Warcraft guy, right? Like, he is the Warcraft lore guy. Whenever I think of Warcraft lore, I think like Chris Metzen, right? Whenever I think of even a lot of Blizzard stuff, I just think Chris Metzen, like getting up on the stage at BlizzCon. I always was like, oh, here comes Chris Metzen. And then, you know, it was weird not seeing him up there. I wanted to actually look into Chris Metzen's role back in the day. So, according to Wikipedia, with 2002 Warcraft Reign of Chaos, Metzen was the creative director, a role he would hold in all of Blizzard's video games, and provided the game's story concept and script. Metzen's work with 2004's massively multiplayer online role-playing game World of Warcraft was not as extensive as his earlier work, but he still contributed with script writing, artwork, and voice work. I mean, Chris Metzen's the guy who literally designed the map of Azeroth, right? And so I think having him back in the executive creative director role is something that Blizzard has needed for a while. I think even for a long time, he felt like the heart and soul of Blizzard in a way. And so now having him back and having that creative direction, I think is something that Blizzard has been lacking. And I think it's really going to start showing going into the future. I don't know how soon it'll start showing, but there's a few theories I even have of why this is happening now. I mean, there's the whole thing of Microsoft, right? So maybe he's like, finally, Activision's gone. Bobby Kotick has to have like a lesser role or get out of here in his golden parachute or whatever, right? So he's probably like, all right, that'll be nicer. Then we have the whole aspect of a possible revamped Azeroth, right? Cataclysm happened. It's been 13 years since Cataclysm happened. How are we going to redesign Azeroth, guys? Well, why not go back to Chris Metzen, the guy who designed Azeroth, right? And then, like I mentioned earlier with Classic Plus, maybe how are we going to add new Classic Plus content? Well, we need to go back to the roots of World of Warcraft and figure out, how do we design classic content? Well, I bet Chris Metzen knows because he helped design classic content, right? Like there's so many avenues that just go back to having a strong creative director and a creative direction. And Chris Metzen is easily the best one for the job because he's the one who really got it all going, right? And even with retail WoW, right? Like I mentioned how they're going to revamp Azeroth and everything, but just having better story, better like story-driven concepts. And, you know, I think story is the one thing that Blizzard as of late has really struggled with. They've got better at it, but I think they still need to take another step, another couple steps, if you will, in the right direction. And I think having a creative director like Chris Metzen will really help them. So let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Also, thank you to Zygor for sponsoring this video. You can check out Zygor in the link in the description and use code Crendor for 20% off. They got great WoW guides for Retail, Classic, and Wrath of the Lich King. Also, if you want to check out the latest Pointless Top 10, there it is, Pointless Top 10 Pirates. It's a good one. You can also watch another video of me ranting about WoW right there. Okay. See you.